everyone, Alexa Dunn here, and today I am announcing my East Coast mini tour. Kind of. Basically, I'm heading over to the East Coast to go to a series of festivals, and it kind of counts as a tour because they're all happening in a 3-week span. Plus, it's my first time going to the East Coast since my book came out, so I'm really excited to tell you about all of the events I am going to be at. I'm gonna run through these in chronological order, but before I do that, I want to front load with something super relevant to YouTube, and that is I'm going to BookNet Fest. So that is the booktube convention run by booktubers for the book community. You don't have to be a booktuber to go. You can just be a fan of books or a bookstagrammer or a book reviewer. It is a great con just for people who love talking about books. I'm going to tell you more details about that one when I get to it in chronological order, but I didn't want to get too far without saying that because I am so excited to be going to that. So the first event I'm going to be at is DragonCon from August 30th to September 3rd. This is an annual con held in Atlanta, Georgia every Labor Day weekend, and it is the largest science fiction and fantasy fan-run convention on the East Coast. I was on the volunteer staff of the YA Lit track for DragonCon for years, and this is my first time attending as an author, as a guest. So I'm gonna be on panels Friday, Sunday, and Monday. A variety of panels. I can't reveal all the secrets yet, but some of the topics I'm gonna be talking about include space, retellings, shock, and publishing. I know you're super shocked that I'm going to be on panels about those things. I'm really excited for DragonCon. It is a great con. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, or the South, or you just want to go to a really cool fan convention, I highly recommend this one. It's huge. It's 75,000 super nerdy people in one spot in downtown Atlanta. Cosplay is huge at DragonCon. I don't cosplay, but I love to look at the cosplay at DragonCon. There's also tons of really fun parties. The panels are really good, and the guests. DragonCon's bread and butter. They are really great at getting A-list people from your favorite television shows primarily, both on the air now and older cult classics. And as I mentioned, there's an entire track for young adult literature. I was a volunteer for a long time, and now I'm going as an author. If you want to pick up your tickets for the weekend, they are on sale now. It's $140 for what they call a membership. That's your ticket for the whole weekend. They also have select day passes available for Saturday and Sunday, which are also on sale now. But honestly, for DragonCon, I recommend getting the full weekend if you can make it to most of the days. Technically, the con starts on Thursday. There's some activities Thursday night, and then it really starts on Friday, and it goes through Monday, which is Labor Day. It's jam-packed with stuff, so $140 for the full weekend is a real steal. Now, the reason I'm not going to be at DragonCon on Saturday, September 1st is that day I will be at the Decatur Book Fest, which is also in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, technically, it's in Decatur. So this is a free book festival held in downtown Decatur. It's one of the most famous book festivals in the South. I am so honored to be attending. I've kind of watched it from afar. I've never gotten to attend because I've always been volunteering for DragonCon, so it's my first year getting to attend, and I'm going as an author. I have a panel. I don't think the details have been announced yet. I don't actually know the topic. I just kind of know the time and who's on it with me, but I can tell you it's going to be in the afternoon on Saturday, September 1st. So that's in downtown Decatur, and it is completely free. I do know, and they have announced it, they do have a really cool kidlit keynote that's all about the impact of Harry Potter. So that's gonna be Friday night. That is a ticketed event, but if you're local, I totally recommend checking that out. And then this brings me to BookNet Fest. So BookNet Fest is September 7th and 8th, so the weekend after DragonCon and Decatur Book Fest, and it is in Orlando, Florida. It's being held at the Orlando Royal Caribe Hotel, and it is super affordable. It is $25 for the whole thing, so that's Friday and Saturday. They also have select day passes, but the whole weekend price is a steal, 25 bucks. They also have a VIP meet and greet event on Friday, which is $10. That's just to kind of fundraise for the event. But if you want to go and meet all of the guests and creators, I will definitely be there, so that is $10. So as I mentioned, BookNet Fest is by booktubers for the book community, the bookish community, people who love talking about books. I'm not the only person who's going to be there who's an author, a YouTuber, a creator. I will link you down below to the website so you can check out their awesome guest lists. They're announcing people every single week. I don't have any details on my panels or what I'm going to be doing, but I'm sure that's going to come out really, really soon. And either way, this is a really cool kind of small fan-run event. Not too small. They had 250 people last year at their first one, and they expect to at least double that this year. So if you're in the area or you want to take a trip to Orlando, come to BookNet Fest. It's kind of a no-brainer. But because it is smaller and fan-run, it's gonna be super casual. So you can just like roll up to me and we can like chat and hang out. So I'm really looking forward to it, just kind of hanging out with book people. And I'm really hopeful they'll have some cool panels that are kind of meta about YouTube, because I'm a huge nerd and I love that kind of stuff. So I am also really looking forward to finding out what all the panels are going to be about. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to be at the Boston Teen Author Festival on September 22nd. This is in Boston, technically in Cambridge, which is across the river. It takes place at the Cambridge Public Library and the local Latin school, and it is also completely free. Their author lineup is really, really good. I saw it and was like, oh my gosh, I want to meet that author. So I feel really privileged to be attending, and again, I don't know my panels or my schedule, but it is a one-day event. It's just a Saturday. It is free, and you are guaranteed to have some amazing panels with some amazing authors on them. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope to see you there if you are local. I'm gonna link down below to all of these festivals so you can check out the information and pick up tickets if you are so inclined, or you know, the free ones are free. Let me know down below in the comments if you're gonna go to any of these. I wanna know who I'm gonna see. Like, I'm really excited to go to the East Coast, and in the case of both Boston and Atlanta, I'm going to places where I lived for a really long time. So for me, it's like returning home. Atlanta is where I went to middle school and high school, and it's where my mom lives, which is why I go back every year for DragonCon. And Boston, I went to college in Boston, and then I lived and worked there for a further 4 years. Boston kind of has my heart, so when I found out I was going to the Boston Teen Author Fest, I was so excited because it's really, literally like going home. I really hope I get to meet people when I'm there, so again, let me know down below in the comments if you are going to attend any of these or are thinking of attending any of these. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I get to meet some of you, and as always guys, happy writing!